Back in June of 2023, I went to a Magic the Gathering pre-release event for Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth. When I got back, I showed my roommate some of the cards because I know that he loves Lord of the Rings. He's never played Magic the Gathering, so I had to explain some of the mechanics to him. But I showed him Frodo and said, and this is what it does in-game. And then he went, whoa, that's what Frodo does in Lord of the Rings. And then I showed him Sauron, and he went, whoa, that's what Sauron does in the movies and the books. And then I showed him Aragorn, and he went, that's exactly what he looks like in the books. And he fell in love with the cards. The next week, I went to another pre-release, and this time I showed him some of the new cards that I got, and he said, oh, I have that one. And I went, what? And he said, oh, I bought a bunch of the Lord of the Rings cards. And I asked, how much did you buy? He said, way too much. He bought way too much. He was ashamed to show me the cards. Ooh, I need this one. And so I went, well, as long as you stop buying Magic the Gathering cards, you're doing a lot better than most of us Magic the Gathering players. A few days later, he asked if I could build him a commander deck from all the cards he bought. Now, I've never built a commander deck from a limited amount of cards, especially from just one set. So I told him that it would be kind of difficult, and I offered him to use one of my commander decks as a practice game to learn the format. But he's only interested in Lord of the Rings. He's not interested in playing Magic the Gathering. So we tabled that idea, and now it's September 2024. So over a year has passed. And now I've bought a Doctor Who precon because I'm extremely invested in Doctor Who, and I love the franchise so much. I started watching it a few months ago. And he sees me with my deck box for Doctor Who, and he goes, oh, I have one of those. I use it to store my common cards. And I went, what? You have one of like these deck boxes? And he said, yeah. And so he went out and he got the deck box for Frodo and Samwise Gamgee. And I went, you only get this if you buy a Commander Precon. And he had no idea what that was. And so I asked him to show me all of his Magic cards. And then he pulled out a pre-release kit. And then he pulled out a collector's booster bundle, whatever this is called. And then, lo and behold, he pulls out the other 3 Commander Precons. And I went, roommate, you have all of the Precons. And he went, oh, I didn't know what a Precon was. And so I went, we can just play Commander right now. And he went, oh, I organized all the cards into which ones I like most and by rarity. So I organized, you said the mythic rare ones. I put all of those in this box. And so now, because my roommate is such an idiot and bought a ton of Magic cards, way too much Magic cards, I am here organizing the cards into their respective decks. I've got the deck lists for each commander printed out, and I'm trying to find them all and cross them off the list so that we can play with the precons that he bought over a year ago. He has still never played Magic the Gathering. This is terrible. This is awful. I spent 3 hours organizing them last night, and I think I got about 40% of the cards done. Now, that's because like he put all of the mythic rares together. Once I need to find the commons, that's going to be insane. Anyways, I don't know what this video is going to be. It'll be what it is. Here's the montage. Alright, I've done all of the sorting of cards and I've made all 4 decks. It took about 8 hours and it was pretty not fun, so I'll say that my roommate is terrible. There's one card I couldn't find, and that's Anguished Unmaking, and boy did I anguishedly unmake myself because I hated all of this. By the way, I got a green screen and that's really sick for my videos. So yeah, anyways, sorting through hundreds and hundreds of Magic cards to recreate commander decks that my roommate bought a year ago. Do you have any other ideas for how to make this video better?
You could dance.